Listen to stories and learn drawing together with Drawing with Babu YouTube channel. Some funny and delightful moral stories for you. 1. Conifers. Once upon a time, two brothers lived at the edge of a forest. The elder brother was very mean to his younger brother and ate all the food and took all his good clothes. One day, the elder brother went into the forest in search of some wood to sell in the market. As he wandered around cutting tree after tree, he came upon a magical tree. The tree said to him, "Oh sir, please don't cut my branch. If you leave me, I will give you my golden apple." The elder brother agreed but was disappointed with the number of apples the tree gave. He was overcome with greed, and threatened the tree that if it did not yield more apples, he would cut the tree from the roots. Instead, the tree showered hundreds of tiny needles on Big Brother. As the sun sank below the horizon, the elder brother lay on the ground in pain. The younger brother got worried and went in search of the elder brother. He found her with hundreds of needles sticking out of her skin. He picked up each needle despite the pain. After it was over, Big Brother apologized for mistreating him and promised to be better from now on. The tree saw the Big Brother's change of heart and gave them all the golden apples they needed. Advertisements. The motto of the story: being kind and forgiving is important because it will always be rewarded. Listen to stories and learn drawing together with Drawing with Babu YouTube channel. Some funny and delightful moral stories for you. Once Akbar put a question in his court that surprised everyone. While they were all trying to figure out the answer, Birbal stepped forward and asked what was the matter. And so they asked him the question. Advertisements: how many crows are there in the city? Birbal immediately smiled, approached Akbar and announced that the answer to his question was 21,523. When asked how he knew the answer, Birbal replied, "Tell your people to count the number of crows. If there are more, cousins from out of town have come to visit them. If less, the uncles have gone out of town to visit their relatives." Pleased with the answer, Akbar presented Birbal with a ruby and pearl necklace. Advertisements. The motto of the story: having an explanation for your answer is just as important as having an answer. 3. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Once upon a time there was a boy whose father told him one day that he was old enough to take care of the sheep. Every day he had to take the sheep to the grass field and watch them ride to become strong sheep with thick wool. The boy was still unhappy. He wanted to run and play, not guard pesky sheep. So, he decided to have some fun instead. He shouted, "Wolf! Wolf!" until the whole village came running with stones to drive the wolf away, so that it could not eat a single sheep. When they saw that there was no wolf, the boy left grumbling at them for wasting their time and scaring them in the process. The next day, the boy shouted again, "Wolf! Wolf!" and the villagers ran to chase the wolf again. Advertisements. When the boy laughed at their fear, the villagers left, some even more angry. On the third day, the boy climbed a small hill. When suddenly he saw a wolf attacking his sheep. He shouted as loud as he could, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" But the villagers thought that he was trying to fool them again and did not come to rescue the sheep. That little boy lost 3 sheep that day because he had cried wolf too many times before. The motto of the story: don't make up stories to get attention, because no one will help you when you really need it. 4. Touch of gold, touch of gold. This is the story of a very greedy rich man who met a fairy. Fairy hair gets stuck in some tree branches. Realizing that he has an opportunity to earn more money, he asks the fairy to grant him a wish instead of helping him. He said, "May everything I touch turn to gold." And this wish was granted by the grateful fairy. The greedy man ran home to tell his wife and daughter about his new bridegroom, touching all the stones and pebbles on the way to turn them into gold. After returning home, his daughter ran to greet him. He who bent down and took her in his arms, turned into a golden image. He realized his folly and spent the rest of his days searching for the fairy to take back his wish. Advertisements. The motto of the story: greed always leads to a downfall. 5. Milkman and his bucket. Milkman and his bucket. Patty the milkman had just finished milking her cow and 2 buckets were filled with fresh creamy milk. He tied 2 buckets to a stick and went out to sell bucketfuls of milk in the market. On the way he started thinking about his bucket full of milk and how much money he would get. Advertisements. Once I get the money, I will buy a chicken, he thought. The chickens will lay eggs and I will get more chickens. They will all lay eggs and I can sell them for more money. Then I will buy a house in the mountains and everyone in the village will envy me. They'll ask me to sell the chicken farm, but I'll just shake my head and say no. Saying this, Patty, the milkman, shook his head and dropped his bucket. Patty screamed as all the milk spilled onto the ground. The motto of the story: do not multiply the number of chickens before laying eggs. Welcome friends to my Drawing with Babu channel. Today I want to reveal a beautiful drawing to you. The drawing will be a friend account. First there will be a line and then it will be deleted again to make it easier to understand. Then take a pen and keep giving it crookedly around, thus making 2 crooked lines. Then take 1 long line per bend. Take smaller lines on that line so that they can be understood as branches of the tree. Then draw 1 leaf on the branches with a red pencil so that it looks very beautiful. Draw the stem of the tree with a green pencil between the branches. Draw like this 2 or 3 times. Then draw a line around it, or you can give another design. Then a little grass will grow at the base of the tree. If you like it, subscribe and stay by my side. I ended by welcoming you. Goodbye.